Hello and welcome to the Soulfulvalley podcast. Solveig. Hello, Solveig.
Hello, Katie. Thank you so much for the invitation. I'm so glad
You,
to be here.
you're
Excited.
so welcome. Solveig was one of the international best-selling authors in Entangled No More, and any day now we're about to launch Solveig's solo book called You Too Can Be Clairvoyant on all of the marketplaces on Amazon in English.
Yes, very excited. I'm so excited to do it with you that we got to know each other from Entangled No More, and I realized like Katie is really great. She can make an event of something, and I want this to be a celebration when it comes to the English market.
And it absolutely is. And the reason that Solveig and I have ended up working together on this book is because of the work that Solveig actually does with field reading. And she went into the field, and you were told, weren't you, that this was the place to launch your solo book in English?
Yes, it was actually, I was thinking, I had the English translation for several months already. So I knew I would publish it on the English market, but somehow I'm a quite big, lazy person. And I knew like how to do this. Just put it on Amazon and just get done with it. But then I realized I do conscious reading. So I asked a colleague of mine, can you please go into the energy of the book and ask the book itself what it wants, how it wants to be published? And she saw the book like on high heels on a big stage, like a diva coming out. And it said like, I want the whole package. So, and this is when I realized, oh my God, yes, I think I have to put some money in this and some effort and some time. But it made me so glad to think like, okay, I mean, that's amazing. It's perfectly right. And then I thought of you because we knew each other and it just felt right. This all comes from a reading in the morphogenetic field.
Yeah, and out of this as well, you gave me something that I could offer to other people that I hadn't even thought of, which was just to support a launch when someone's already created a book. That hadn't even entered my mind to think to do that. So this is the first for me. So I'm excited. But we've had a few experiences, Solveig, haven't we, on this journey of this book, where the field has given us messages
Yes,
like it's
the
not the
one.
right, yeah, one after the other.
Yeah, and like also with the appointment now with the podcast interview, somehow it didn't work out before, and now I'm pretty sure it's the perfect time now. I often have this with technological stuff that doesn't work, but it works at some point, and then it's perfectly right.
Yeah, and that happens to me all the time. So there's
Mm.
often, and I discovered when I started to pay attention to when an appointment's cancelled, what happens next, what shows up next, and there's always a reason. So yeah, I love the idea of the morphogenetic field personally. And when I saw that you had, I saw the work that you did, conscious reading, and I saw that you had a book in German, and I had the thought, oh, I wonder if she's going to do it in English. I'd love to read that. And
Yes,
then you did.
yeah, actually, it was a reading by Carol Lee. I think she's also in your network, and we were measuring the, how do you say, the frequency of the book
Ah,
in German. And it was about like 600, I think it's in a piece or something on the frequency scale of Hawkins. And then the book said, I want to be published in English too. So this is came out also from the field, actually.
wow.
And I like the idea that it's in your Soulfulvalley publishing in your area because you are, I mean, it fits perfectly into all the topics you represent.
Yeah, it does definitely. And I'm excited by it. I was excited by it the moment you asked me. Solveig, do you want to take me on a little journey to show our listeners exactly what it
Yes,
is, conscious
I
reading?
think that's the best way to explain
Yeah,
what
I
field
think so.
reading is about. Yes, we will do that. Did you bring any topic, or maybe I can explain, like in conscious reading is a bit different from the classic morphogenetic field reading because at some point I realized the quality of the questions determines the quality of the answers. And often we ask for things we don't even want in our lives. We ask for the causes of illness or patterns we don't want to have in our lives. And so maybe you have like a scenario in the future time you want to achieve, you want to draw into your life, and then we can start from this point.
Wonderful idea. And yeah, the topic that just popped straight up for me was my mobility. So I'm still disabled, and that is something that I'm working on, my health continually. So yeah, if there's anything in the field related to my next steps to heal
So we
my
can
mobility, yeah.
Yes, we can go in with the answer. How did you attain your mobility again? How did you do this? So like we are looking backwards, or
yeah. Okay. Do you want me to tell you this, or yeah?
No, I
Oh,
will ask the
right.
field, and the field will give you clues about
Oh, right,
what
yeah.
it's a bit the energy of like looking back at your life and thinking, wow, how did I do this? This is the energy we are drawing from the field. So to go into a state you want to create actually for your life. So if you want to, we can start right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going into the field on behalf of Katie. And her question into the field is, how did she so easily achieve her mobility 100% again? Is this right? Does this feel
Yes.
good for you?
Yes. Wonderful.
100% mobility. The picture I get, I can see you stand up, but you still have something like, now I lack the English words, something that helps you stay upright. But it's like, it's just the last moments where you need it. You know in your in yourself that you're gonna achieve this very soon in the next days, weeks to come. And there's a way behind you. There's a way behind you. I can feel that where there's a big load of trust. There is a moment where you really radically honestly ask yourself, do I really believe in this? So you're working on your belief in this. And there's a moment where you can say that you go deep into yourself to explore how deeply can I believe, because there's still something you know in your head that it's miracles can happen. I expect miracles, and you experienced so many miracles before, so you have all the proof, but still there's something that's not truly believing, and that it could also affect your mobility and your body and your physical state. So there was a time, so I'm pretty sure it will come up soon, where I can see you journaling on it. I can see you also taking help from others, like doing regression sessions, past life, a sort of hypnosis. I don't know which method this is. I can't really see it, but you're taking help from colleagues on your way. And the central question for you should always be, if I'm really, really honest to me, how much can I really believe in it? And by this honesty, you will dig very deep inside of you, and you will come to answers. You will get next impulses, next step. Your intuition will guide you on the way. And that's actually all you have to do. That's what I can see from your picture, where you're standing upright and just shortly before just going by yourself. I can feel the moment where you feel the is it a cane? Can we say cane to it?
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
right.
yeah, that I do use a cane, so yeah.
Okay, then I can see. Can you feel when you close your eyes? Can you feel the moment when your hands will let go of it? And what I can feel is like the moment you decide to let go of it and just walk in a very fast way. I can see faster than you should think it should be able to. There's a moment of real pure joy streaming through all your body. And the question is, can you feel it right now? Or is there still something you're doubting, wondering about?
think I can feel that the piece of me that does doubt it, because I've sort of believed in this for a long time, and it's been going on for 7 years. So there's a piece of me that it hasn't shown up yet, and I can feel that piece that isn't quite all on board with it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm quite good at believing in everything else. So yeah.
Yes. I know you manifesting a lot in your life. You're creating a lot in your life. But what I can see is like, you know, it's always the darkest point before it gets dawn, like before sun comes up. So there will be a point when you dig into yourself and realize I can't believe in it really, because like you said, it's 7 years now. And I mean, that's a long time, I know, to keep trust and to be confident. But the moment when you think the knot is tightest, it's about to break up. But what it really is, the only ingredient it needs is radical honesty. Not telling yourself, yeah, I believe in it, da, da, da. Be true to yourself. How much do I believe in it? And then ask the universe to send you signs, to show you proof in other people who made it. There are thousands of stories out there where things could change. And what I get from the field, it's not a long time still. It's like within a year that things can drastically change for you. I will ask the field for your new beliefs, because we always have old beliefs that can be transformed into new beliefs that will serve you more on your way. Which new beliefs can Katie, or which new beliefs did she adapt on her way to 100% mobility? Anything can happen now. And even though you're taking steps and you're taking help from colleagues, right now you have everything inside of yourself to gain 100% mobility. So it's something that's at the same time. You are convinced that you have everything to be whole right now, but still you will listen to the voice, your inner voice, and take steps, action steps, inspired action steps. What are new beliefs for Katie? It's maybe not much a new belief, but what comes from the field is getting real friends with your cane. There's something like in the relationship to your cane, you can get to a real inner peace with it. We often say, like, if you want to take farewell of something, you have to fall in love with it first.
Yeah.
It counts for your cane. That would be another step. Because you can love it, and that does not mean you have to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something like there's a connection.
I had this thing to upgrade it as well, because it was made for me, because I'm very short. It was made by the NHS, so it is an NHS looking grey stick, and I've had this thing that I need to upgrade that stick. I don't like the look of it. So that's something that I hadn't thought about. Yeah.
Yeah, and that what I can see, like the connection. If I love it, I always have to use it because I love it. But you can love it, and still at some point the service is finished, and you can still love it. So this would be a new connection to you're not bound to it just because it's tailor-made for you when it really served you well. Yeah, that would be a really one further aspect. Is there any more messages coming from the field? No, that would be it. I would like to do you have any questions into the image? You can ask me whatever you want, so I can ask it into the field.
Anything else? Because you've tapped into like things that I hadn't thought of. And I know, I'm doing all of the thing of loving the home that I'm in, so I can manifest the next home, I hadn't thought about my attachment to the stick or the scooter. I've got a mobility scooter that also needs upgrading. So there's been a bit of frustration with both of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've opened up my mind there to something that I can tap into that wasn't there before.
Yeah, it seemed
Yeah,
like a
thank
hint
you.
because there's some connections, and
Yeah.
yet you create your own laws.
Mm.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I would like to go back into the future, just go and elaborate on the picture of your
Okay.
goal a bit more. Starting from this picture we got in the beginning that Katie's just about to be 100% mobile again. Is there anything more to do in the field to align the energy even more? Is there anything that wants to show up? Yes, the picture, you now have to go with me. Just imagine on your feet rollerblades.
Mm.
Can you do this? That
Yeah.
you're on rollerblades and you're like, yeah, flying through the space. You're like, you know how it feels. Can you remember how it feels to be on rollerblades? Or I think ice
Yeah.
skates would be also like, yeah, this is a nice feeling you can connect to, and just do it, feel it like you are moving very fast forward, like a little movement in your legs can give you a lot of flow. Can you feel this?
Yeah.
So this is a really good, that would be the frequency for you to connect to stick to this goal you want to achieve. And we will feel it in all your cells, because this is about flow and it's about confidence. I can see it's really strong confidence in this picture. You are full of joy and you're in flow. So open up all your cells in your body and let this feeling fill all your cells. Yeah, it's just overflowing all your cells. And you're bathing in this feeling, in this frequency. And what you also can do with your hands, like make a bowl with your hands in front of your body. And imagine that you're having like a crystal bowl you're holding in your hands. And this is filling up too. Like the cells are overflowing. And from all the abundance of this feeling, it's filling up this crystal bowl. And then just take it into your heart space. Breathe in deeply. And integrate it. So it's both integrated in your body system, in your cells, and in your energy system. And to continue working on this, I recommend you to just connect to this picture and to this feeling over and over again, because this is the vibration you want to send out, so you draw it into your life. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. That's wonderful to experience that. Solveig, is there anything else that you'd like to share on the podcast today with our listeners?
Yeah, I mean, what the book says, you too can be clairvoyant. What I just did, we learn it in a really fast way in the training, and everybody can do it. And it's so nice. I think it's both. I realize like people are opening up. I mean, we have very insecure times out there, but it's good. It's like a catalyst. It's like something that, yeah, if all the security is taken outside, we can only turn to our inner state. And this is where we start in conscious reading. It's inner images, it's inner messages. We are always in the field, actually. And in the training, I can show you with the simple steps how to connect to it and use it as a guidance. It's clairvoyance, but it's also like a tool you can work with yourself and with your clients, with your family, whatever. So I just want to encourage that it's true. It's not just a statement I make to make publicity. It's what I experience in my training, that everybody can do it very easily and very fast.
And I've had the joy of already reading your book now, because I've been supporting your launch. It's wonderful and I highly recommend it. So go out there on Saturday, the 18th February, and get yourself a copy of You Too Can Be Clairvoyant.
Yes, do it.
Where can our listeners find you?
Well, actually, I'm mostly on Facebook. Even though I closed my Facebook group now, I am about to build an app in English too. I want to have an app because it's closest.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah. So I want to build up a big another kind of marketing. But you will find me on Facebook on my private profile. I think we will have a link to it, or my
I'll put
website.
all of the links to your websites and things in the show
Yeah.
notes as well.
And I'm pretty sure it's also linked in the book, so you can always find me. Conscious reading is like, if you Google it, you will find the website. And yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
thank you so much for coming in today, and
Thank you for the invitation.
you're welcome. Thank you for the short reading with me, so that people can see exactly what it is that you do. And you know, I've been doing a lot of work myself, and you've immediately shown me my blind spots. So yeah, I'm really
Yeah, it's
grateful for
field reading.
that.
It's magic. Very welcome.
Thank you so much, Solveig. And I'll catch up with you at the weekend when we see what happens on your book launch.
Yeah, stay tuned. Thank you so much.
Bye for now.
Bye.